welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Aries. This is a self-reflection reading. If you've not been to one of these before for me, it is very much of every now and then we need to do some inner work, and sometimes we don't know where to look. So the idea behind this is it's a bit of a helpful nudge from Spirit on where we need to be working with in regards to ourselves and what we can do to help with healing. So this is a collective reading, so it will not resonate for everybody. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check out your other placements. You may find a message in there for yourself. If you do like your reading today, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And along with that, if you want to hear any more content from me, then press that subscription bell. If you haven't already, press the notification bell. Oh, I'm going completely wrong. Press the subscription button, and if you press the notification bell, it will let you know whenever I do release new content. Crikey. It's because you're my fourth reading and I'm starting to get a bit tongue-tied. I'm alright, but it is what it is. Let's get into it. Crikey. Spirit is now chucking out cards at me, telling me to get on with it. Okay. Alright, Spirit, alright. I'll get 2 more cards, please. Okay, so your overall energy, we've got a Knight of Cups. So that's telling me very much of you trying to be adventurous. You're being active, flirty, adventurous, potentially moving forward towards something that you're really enjoying. Yeah, you're loving things at the moment. You're being very much emotionally open, possibly trying to offer your love to somebody else, maybe something else. Yeah, and you're having a lovely time doing it as well at the moment. Now, how are you currently talking to yourself? You are telling yourself that something isn't fair at the moment. You feel like a decision's been made and you feel like it's not a very fair decision. And yeah, you don't agree with it. You feel like you've been hard done to. Potentially you may have made a decision and you may feel that it's the wrong decision, or you may very well be looking at a decision or talking to yourself about a decision that's been made against yourself and you do not agree with it at all. This could be any type of decision. It could be a legal decision, it could be a decision at work, it could be a decision in love, family, anything. And Spirit is chucking out cards to clarify. Okay, that's far too many. I'll keep those 2. So we've got a 3 of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me that you are not being patient about anything at the moment. You are very much sick of being patient. You are wanting to move ahead. You want to move forward with something. You're no longer waiting around. You've got an 8 of Swords though, so you are feeling stuck in your head. You're overthinking a lot. You are very much feeling like you are stuck in a certain place, which is very much why you don't want to be there. You want to be free. You want to move forward. You are sick of feeling stuck. You don't want to wait around anymore. And then you've got a 9 of Wands. So you are very much being very defensive. You are trying to guard your heart. You're trying to make sure that your feelings don't get hurt anymore. You are very much trying to protect yourself. And you could very well be telling yourself that it's something to do with this decision that you feel has been made unfair. So you're very much feeling stuck and in your own head about it, and you're just trying to protect yourself as much as you possibly can. Very much you are just not wanting to wait for anything anymore. You're very much happy to move forward, but you're just very guarded and stuck in your own head about it at the moment. Now, what you are hiding from yourself out of shame or fear, we have this Hermit. Now, the Hermit's coming out in a challenge, so it's coming out to the side. So it's something you're finding really challenging at the moment. So potentially the feeling of being on your own is quite challenging to you. It could just be that the need to do some inner healing work and some reflecting can be quite challenging. I mean, this particular card, she's sitting there with a big box of pizza, being an absolute slob. You know, kind of dropping it on the floor. I say she's being a slob. She's not a complete slob. I can't see loads of junk and rubbish all over the floor, which is probably good, but she very much looks like she's sitting on a computer eating pizza. Yeah, just in solitude, not really doing much reflection there either, to be honest. The Hermit is usually somebody that needs to do a bit of inner healing work, a little bit of reflection. When it's in the upright, it is very much doing soul searching, learning lessons. When it's in the reverse, it's done a good chunk of them, but it's feeling sad about being on their own, feeling too lonely and isolated. This is suggesting to me that it could be challenging for you to be on your own. It could be challenging to do the healing work and the reflection. Maybe you don't like looking at your own feelings. It could very well be that you are somebody that struggles to recognize certain feelings. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't necessarily associate certain feelings with what they are, and they're not able to feel them fully. You could be somebody like that. You might not know what you're feeling properly. And it could very well be that you find certain things that you have to reflect on too painful to want to look at and deal with. And you could be scared of having to face them. Maybe it makes you feel like a bit of a failure, or it might hurt your feelings too much to have to look at them, and you're just scared of being upset. Maybe you're ashamed of things that you've done that you've got to reflect on. But like I say, it could just be that you're scared of being on your own. Now, to clarify that, Hermit, we do have a Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So that is telling me that you're potentially scared of being stuck, of repeating the same cycle over and over again. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is very much an unlearned lesson that is just constantly repeating that cycle. So potentially, if you don't learn what it is that you need to about yourself, you're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. This is potentially why you feel like something isn't fair, because you feel like you haven't finished it, but you're scared of going back around in the same loop. We have a Queen of Swords that's come out to the side, and we also have a King of Cups that's come out to the side. The Queen of Swords is telling me that guarding yourself is quite challenging, and wanting to have the clarity and the truth can be quite hard to hear potentially. It could be that you're scared of the truth. It could be that you're ashamed of the truth. It's very much that you need to hear the truth, but which one of those it is that is stopping you and that is causing you to be challenged, I'm not sure. Whether it is the fear or the shame of knowing what it is. Now, the King of Cups coming out to the side is telling me that you may not be in full control of your emotions, and that you may also be you could be a little bit emotionally manipulative as well. It's suggesting to me that you could be, it could suggest to me that you could be hiding your feelings or not really in touch with them, and that again could be part of why you struggle with hearing the truth as well, potentially, because you may not like to feel your feelings. And that again could have something to do with why it's quite challenging to go into this hermit mode, because it's forcing you to have to feel things. You could be very scared to be on your own, because it's very much, a lot of the time when you're on your own, that's when you tend to reflect on things and think about things. Because what else do you do when you're on your own if you don't replay the past? And I mean, yeah, you've got a lot of other things you can keep yourself occupied with, but when they finished, you tend to ruminate on things that have happened, and that could be very much why you're scared of being on your own, or you fear being on your own, because you don't recognize your feelings, or you're scared of them, or you're scared to face those feelings potentially and what they actually mean. Now, what is currently available to help you heal? We've got the Strength in the reverse. Now, that's telling me that you need to become vulnerable. It's telling me that you need to open up and not let your ego take over. It's telling me very much that it's okay to feel your feelings and not be strong. You need to be vulnerable. You need to let those emotions flow. Let's take a look and see what this... Can we get one more card, please, Spirit? Oh, that's lovely. So, if you become vulnerable and you let those emotions out, you get a 10 of Pentacles. Happy, stable, family, home life. Something that most people strive for. That is available to you if you become vulnerable and you feel your feelings. We have that Justice card again, but this time it's in the upright. So you'll be able to have decisions made in your favour, potentially learning the truths about yourself and seeing that decisions that may have already been made that you felt were unfair, you may be able to see them from a new light and see how actually they may have been fair because you're now owning to these emotions. We do have a Knight of Wands as well, and that has come out in the reverse. So the Knight of Wands is suggesting that there may be a bit of, I'm not going to say a lack of passion. It could mean that you may have run out of energy. The Knight of Wands is somebody that's very energetic, will charge in and get what he wants, but he loses energy very quickly. So this is suggesting to me that you may feel that you've run out of a bit of energy. So you may need to take some time out to do a bit of resting as well, because opening up your feelings and feeling vulnerable is going to take a lot out of you. It's going to be worth it, but it's going to make you feel knackered and you're going to lose some energy with regards to it. So make sure you get plenty of rest and lots of things around you that can help energize you. But yeah, that's actually a lovely thing to have to try and help, that can help you heal. Obviously, some people, potentially yourself, it could be very hard to be vulnerable, especially if you don't like your feelings, or if you don't like to feel your feelings and you don't like to acknowledge them. So I appreciate that could be a bit of a challenge for you, but it does suggest it is definitely worth it. But like I say, it is suggesting that you may run out of energy because it's going to be an emotional ride, but it's definitely worth it. Now, something you need to release, we've got this 7 of Cups. That 7 of Cups is having options, not making a decision, having lots of options in front of you and not making a decision. That is suggesting that you need to make a decision on what you want, and you need to go for it and release this concept of having a lot of options. You need to make a choice. Let's get some clarification on that 7 of Cups. I'm just seeing we've got a flipper. Oh, I've already got 3 out with that flipper. Right, so we've got a 2 of Cups and we've got a King of Swords. They both come out in the reverse. That 2 of Cups is telling me that potentially there is some disharmony in some sort of union. It doesn't have to be with a loved one or say a partner. It could be a friend, it could be a family member. It's suggesting that there's some sort of disharmony and that needs to be released. What that disharmony is, whether it's the person that you need to release or just the energy behind it, whatever has caused that disharmony. Maybe there's been some fighting, maybe there's, whatever it is, you need to release something around that, something to do with another person. We do have a King of Swords in the reverse, so potentially there's been a bit of deception there. Again, feelings not being spoken, truths not being told. Somebody has been hiding a lot, and I'm going to assume it's you, because down here in what you are hiding from yourself out of shame or fear is the fact that you don't like feeling your feelings. You don't like being on your own. Potentially this King of Swords is very much representing this here, what you're hiding from yourself, because you're hiding something. This King of Swords is very much hiding things. He's not communicating the truth. He is not expressing the truth. He's hiding things very, very well. Now we also have a High Priestess. Now that's in the upright. The High Priestess is very much somebody that does things in the quiet, in the background. Again, this is something you need to release. This is telling me you need to be vulnerable and communicate. This telling me that you need to stop keeping everything to yourself. Okay, you need to very much release hiding your feelings, hiding your truth, hiding your plans. You need to release that, and you need to embrace communication. You need to embrace your feelings. Or that's what healing you've got to do. But you definitely need to release down here, not hiding the truth, hiding things, keeping it to yourself, hiding your plans. You've got to release all of that, okay? And make a decision on something. Now, in what you need to embrace, you've got a Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody that usually comes forward with a message. This is something that's going to be challenging. So something you need to embrace is coming forward with a message of your truth. So that could be very much a truth that you need to tell yourself. It could be a truth that you need to tell somebody else. It is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, but it is something that you do need to embrace. You need to embrace that actual challenge, facing your fears. Let's get some clarification on what that is, please, Spirit. With that releasing and making a decision, I believe that's very much to do with this, just discarding your healing. So when you release keeping things hidden from yourself, like your feelings, you'll be able to make that decision fully. Okay. Oh, lovely. So, what you need to embrace then. So with that Knight of Swords, the message that you need to come across, that you need to give out, we've got a Two of Wands. So that's you planning things. That is you trying to take action. That is you having some self-confidence to make a successful union of some sort. It doesn't necessarily have to be a union with a partner. This could be friends, it could be work, it could be anything. This is you trying to have some sort of successful union. We've got a Three of Pentacles. You want to work with somebody successfully. You want to have a working partnership of some form. Again, this could be work related, it could be with a partner. We do have the Seven of Cups. So it is telling me there are options with regards to how you do this and how you make this message and how you do these plans and how you do the work. It's not the same options as what you have up here. This is options on how you progress forward and how you embrace giving that message itself. So there are different methods that you could do, but it is making a choice on what method you want to go with and how you want to work on it. It could even be that certain things of working, if it's a relationship that you want to move towards, that you need to work on with someone else, it could just be telling you that there's different options and different things that you may try considering working together with regards to that. You know, it could be things like going to counselling, going into therapy, self-help. You know, if you're somebody that doesn't like going to a counsellor potentially because you feel like you may be being judged, there are other options out there. There's a lot of different internet groups that you could join, that, you know, lots of different self-help groups and things like that you could join. So you know, it's telling you that there are a lot of options on how you can work towards things with somebody on making this a successful union. Okay. But yeah, so that's very much what I've got. So yes, you feel like something has not been made in your favor, and that's how what you're telling yourself. You're very stuck in your head at the moment. You're feeling like you're very guarded, potentially because you don't want to be on your own. You don't want to feel your own feelings. You don't want to examine them, even though you need to, because you feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. You need to embrace vulnerability, open up, communicate in order to have that happy family, have that legacy. You'll be able to make a decision more clearly when you opened up, releasing, keeping things to yourself, releasing, hiding your plans, doing things in secret, releasing whatever this conflict is between you and another person, and embracing the need to communicate, embracing that you want to work on something with someone and have success, and embracing the fact that there are a few ways that you can have that success with them. Okay, so let's get you an Angel of Light card. We'll get you some Moonology ones as well, and I'll get you a Witch's Kitchen Oracle card too. Let's see what other messages Spirit want to give for you. Let's get your Angel of Light. Okay, so you've got synchronicity. There is no such thing as chance in our incredible universe. The coincidences and synchronicities are carefully orchestrated by your guides and angels, so recognize them as the hand of Spirit. Rejoice when you notice them, for they are the angels' message to you that you are on the right path. Start to expect them and look for them. Be aware that there is a divine reason behind them, and consider what the message or lesson is. Synchronicity is also a reminder to you that all things happen in divine timing. Your affirmation, all things happen in perfect timing. Okay, so yeah, keep an eye out for those recurring numbers. They are all over the place when you actually start spotting them. And if you don't know what the messages are, then have a Google. I bought myself a little angel numbers book, which is quite nice, but sometimes it doesn't have all the numbers in that I keep seeing. And yeah, I will Google. Google's lovely for finding angel numbers and the meanings behind them. The weirdest place that you find them is it Wiki? Wasn't expecting them to find them on there, but hey ho. But yeah, there's quite a lot of different websites that will give you different information on angel numbers and what they could mean depending on what it is that you feel that you're seeing them for. You've got things about spiritual growth, manifestations, twin flames if you believe in your twin flame journey, or if you're on one. Yeah, there's lots of different things that your angel numbers could be pointing out to you depending on what stage you're at in your journey. Right, so we've got the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. And the energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. So if you're looking for timings, it might be worth checking out whenever those moon cycles are. Unfortunately, I have no idea at all, so you're going to have to Google them. All right, let's get you a Witch's Kitchen. I should really write down the full list next time I use those Moonology cards, whenever those moon cycles are. Right. Ooh, we've got Witch Hazel, Sensitivity. I like these cards, they're pretty. Right, let's get the book to see what this means for you. Witch Hazel, okay. A sensitive witch is often troubled, emotionally that is. When you wear your heart on your sleeve, you become an open book. And that can land you in sticky situations. As you focus more on your magical work, you will find that your intuition heightens, as does your sensitivity. Avoiding those who make you sore, as well as those who would rather see you as with a blemished reputation, does not serve a sensitive soul such as yourself. Rich in tannins, my natural plants compound powerful antioxidants cast soothing, healing spells on most dermatological issues and banish the dark circles under your eyes, as well as troublesome emotions and negativity when used in herbal elixirs. So instead of becoming thick-skinned, allow me, as nature's astringent, to relieve you of any irritation or pains in the backside as you learn to appreciate and hone your empathetic nature. So again, it's all about feeling your feelings, not letting them overwhelm you, not letting other people get to you, and making sure that you're healing from anything as well. Right then, I do hope that you enjoyed your reading, Aries. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for us. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. Yeah, good luck with your healing, and thank you very much for joining me.